that is my witticism for tonight. I know my speech. Okay, well, I'd like to know how many in here, by raising your hand, have ever had kidney stones? Okay. How many of you have ever, okay, the men can answer this question. How many of you have been given birth? Okay. So, Mary, you raised your hand twice, is that correct? Which is worse?
Kidney stone.
Yes.
Because the pain is unrelenting.
Yes.
There's no downtime.
And that is what I'm going to tell you about my experience with kidney stones. That's all right. You can laugh. I mean, you can laugh at my pain. Because I'm okay now. But that was the most excruciating pain I've ever experienced. And this happened last fall. I was waiting, reading the book on late Saturday night. And my wife was out with her girlfriends. How exciting for me. So I'm reading this book, and all of a sudden, I start to feel this pain in my lower back. It's around midnight, and I'm thinking, this doesn't feel right. So I call up my wife and said, asked her, where are you? Are you on your way home? I'm not feeling very good. And she's like, yeah, I'm going home right now. 15 minutes goes by, and I'm just constantly moving around, and I just feel this sharp pain. So I call her up. Okay, Carla, you need to come home right now. You need to take me to the emergency room. And she started freaking out. So she finally gets home around 1 o'clock and rushes me off to the emergency room. And I swear, that pain is the most, like I said, the most excruciating pain. It's non-relenting and it's just constant. It's like somebody has a knife in your back and just constantly twisting it. And I swear, when they took me to the emergency room and I waited, it was an hour and it felt like 5 hours. Finally got me in, hooked me up with an IV, and I was okay. They did some tests, and they found out, okay, yeah, you have a kidney stone, you're going to have to stay overnight. So they shook me up to my room, and I had to wait like 24 hours to see if I could flush it out, and I couldn't. And so I had to have surgery. So they just constantly shot me up with like Benadryl or something, and I was like constantly up, sleep. I'd sleep for like 3 hours, I'd wake up, I'd fall asleep again. It was kind of relaxing whenever I wasn't feeling the pain in my back or lower back. So finally, they shipped me in for surgery, and they sent me home, and I'm okay, I feel okay. But then again, I'm feeling more pain. I'm like, what is going on here? My kidney stone should be gone. So I'm rolling around on the floor, constantly excruciating pain, and my wife is wanting to know what's wrong. And it's like, I don't know, there's something wrong here. I shouldn't be feeling this pain. So she kind of freaks out because she took her sleeping pill. So here she is, like taking me to the emergency room again. And again, I'm waiting for like 2 hours, or it's like 2 hours, waiting to see the doctor in the emergency room. So they shoot me up again, and they said, well, we contacted your doctor, and he is scheduling you to take an MRI exam, so or some CAT scanning. So they sent me home, and I'm on some drugs. It's making me really nauseous. And I find out from my urologist from the tests that they give me that, well, unfortunately there's some inflammation in your kidney stone. So we're gonna have to put you back in for surgery, and I have to put a stent in. It's like, oh great. So they scheduled me surgery for that Thursday. It was all 1 week. I had to miss work every day. I keep calling thinking, okay, I'll probably go in the next day. No, each day, my kidney stones and everything, the nausea is just really messing me up. So I go in for surgery. I'm in and out that same night, and they put me on some anti-nausea medication. So I take that, and for 24 hours, I'm not feeling nauseous anymore, but all of a sudden, and this is the most freakish thing I've ever experienced in my life, I start rolling around again. but it's not pain. My body is contorting. I kid you not, it was the weirdest thing. I start going like this, and I thought, well, maybe I have gas or something. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm telling my wife, you gotta take me to the emergency room again. She's like freaking out because she just took her sleeping pill again. So I can't help it. I know there's something wrong with me here. So she rushes me to the emergency room. And here I am. I'm like this. Yeah, there's something wrong here. I don't know what it is, but I need to see the doctor. So they take me in the emergency room a third time. And they hook me up with an IV. And it takes about 45 minutes before my body just starts to relax. And they told me that not to take that medication again. Reaction. Really? I didn't know that. But it was the most bizarre thing I've ever experienced. So they sent me home again, and I have 2 weeks to get my stent pulled out. So it still kind of hurts to go to the bathroom a little bit. And oh my gosh, the idea of being conscious while they take the stent out was horrible. I thought they were going to knock me out, but they didn't. So I go into my doctor's office, and there's a nurse there, and I'm like this, and like, let's get this thing over with. How long is it going to take? It took like 5 minutes. And it was kind of humiliating because I thought, why not just, I just did not enjoy it, and it was so incredibly awkward. Anyways, my urologist told me, whoa, man, if you really would like to prevent this from happening again, then maybe you should give up or reduce your intake of peanuts, draft beer, and chocolate. I was like, yeah, that's right.